find my wife.
The world outside is simply no longer survivable.
Could people have survived?
We need to know what's out there. We need to know who's left.
I'm coming, baby. There is a lot that you don't know.
Can I tell you a secret? Something no one else knows. It's never just about the bunker.
Yo, what is up, people? What is going on? We are back. Another episode of Paradise. Got the usual suspects in the house. I'm sure D'Amica will be popping in a little bit later. And Chris Knight will not be here. You don't see Brian? Wait, what the?
There we go.
Okay.
Temu stream.
Well, you guys were there. I seen you guys when I popped over. I seen you guys, but I don't know. Then it clicked. Weird. Anyways, don't disrespect my team here. You get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You get what you pay for. Danny, tell the people about your channel so where they can find you.
The Road to Wisdom. You can find me on Mondays and Fridays at 6:45, 7 o'clock a.m. Also, you can find me on the Hangout on Wednesdays on the first 2 Mondays of the month. You can find me on Chaos Central, and then on Sundays, Storms Live. And of course, as long as this show goes, we'll be here on Tuesday nights. And on Thursday nights, we'll be here to discuss Cross, which is the Superior show.
Ooh, Brian, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
I'll be not listening to Danny's crazy opinion right there, but
So Cross ain't superior to this?
I think this is still better than Cross.
Oh no.
I think it's close. I like both. I think it's close.
This episode, in some parts, was close to Nighthall, buddy.
All right.
Ooh.
Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. We are live with Spoiler Kings. Then, of course, on Saturday mornings, I'm with Nzo doing the rewind, and then we're breaking down all these shows. But understand, there's a lot more shows coming up. One Piece started yesterday. You got what's the damn show that's coming out right now?
Talking about
Invincible?
Invincible, From. So I mean, Fridays we break it down From. So that's a lot of fun. Man, I feel like I'm going there every day, maybe twice.
100%. You know, we will be doing the watch parties for From. Then we'll be doing the breakdown. So that's gonna be a lot of content for you guys. Oh, here we go. I got a Phantoms on this guy, man. I really got a Phantoms.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, but the way you were making that little,
I just said I won't be on there.
Danny is on YouTube every day. I don't even know what he's talking
No,
like.
every day except Friday and Saturday. You will not find me on there. You will not. I challenge you to find me on a Friday and Saturday night.
I've seen you on when we done those tournaments.
I've
seen
me on, but you will not see me on there while all this is going on.
Okay. And we'll see. Let's see if we get a tournament going and see if Danny pops in on a Friday. All right, because I got one anyways. A good one.
Let's do it. Let's do a good tournament.
Unfortunately, it won't be Friday because we got From to do. So
wow.
So you're lucky, Danny. You get spared for this one.
You win this time. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll work on Saturday. Though.
You are wrong, Brian. You are wrong.
What up, Poe? What up, Tony? Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated.
Also, by the way, Fridays you do have the Word of Wisdom that comes out. Though you should film it early, still does come on Friday. So I do see you every day.
Good point. Yeah. Just because it's not a live stream.
That on Thursday nights, brother. Thursday nights.
Oh man, but we are here to talk about the episode of Paradise. It was called The Mailman. And before we get into it, I want to hear what these guys thought about the episode. So, Danny, what did you think of this episode?
I will say they are doing an outstanding job in world building. I didn't think it was going to get this in depth, and we're seeing different aspects. Um, I really see other parts of it, but I do get where they're going with it. Um, they are really writing this mailman up because he started off as one way, and then you end up seeing something totally different. So I'm very curious to see what him and how him and Xavier are going to interact because we definitely see the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So that was pretty cool. But some parts, I'm not going to lie, kind of fast forward through some of it, but for the most part,
Really?
I didn't care about some parts of it.
Okay.
Wow,
We'll
And I like
definitely get into that. That'll be interesting.
and I like the misdirection because I thought the little Hispanic guy was cray cray, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
somebody else is cray cray.
Yeah, and I got a lot of theories for that too.
too.
But I'll say this before I get to you, Brian. I
Yeah,
was like, because after watching your show, I heard you ask about the time travel. So I was like, you know what? Let me go and really see what this time travel, like where the stuff, and I just don't see it.
me either. Oh, I don't know if I don't see it or I just hope not.
Same here, both. I don't see it, and I hope not either, because it's been more like of a grounded type of show. And then now, if you want to throw in like time travel and stuff and that, it's gonna feel like we're watching a totally different show.
It's like jumping the shark. That's what this is. It'll be like jumping the shark. It's like this is not supposed to be here. Why are we doing this right now?
I agree. I agree. What were your thoughts of the episode?
I'm the exact opposite of Danny, dude. I thought this was fire. This episode to me was awesome. Exactly what I want. I want if you're gonna give me like flashbacks, give me back to the real world and focus on Xavier. I don't want you focusing on all these other characters ancillary. I want it all to be about Xavier. So even the flashbacks is still about Xavier's wife. So like I want those type of shows that you're to focus on the main character. I understand that's the way I see the world through his eyes. And I thought that they did a great job. And man, Gary, he is such a damn problem, and I don't believe a word out of his motherfucking mouth. Not one.
Same here. Same here. Same here. We're definitely gonna get into that because I think Gary is full of shit, and he's
Yeah,
always been full of
100%.
shit from the start, right?
Mhm.
For me, this episode was okay. It wasn't great, and it wasn't bad. I think the issue that I had with it is even though we learned about what happened to Terry, I think they followed the mailman in that story. And I was like, no, we need to be following Terry. I want to like you could have been following Terry and then had the mailman stuff like mixed in between, but I think you focused more on the mailman than they did with Terry. So that was probably an only issue that I figured out. But
You don't think that's because he's the villain? And he didn't seem like the villain at first, but then the further you go along, the more you like, man, this
He's
motherfucker's
he's
a
probably
problem.
connected to Sinatra
oh, you think
Okay.
so?
because how did they know all that stuff? They prepared all that food and stuff. How did they know about?
Because they were watching. Remember the scientist
He's
that told Sinatra what was going to
yeah,
happen? They were watching a lot of YouTube videos from him. Because
yeah,
even at one point, Enos says, "Oh, we're doing all of this, and it'll never happen." You know what I
yeah.
mean? So yeah. So
You know those survivalist people that like that plan for doomsday and they're like they it never comes out of anything. And when
hmm
Gary said, "I'm taking all my money, I'm buying all this crap," and he was like, "I don't know if you should be doing that." Even Enos thought that that was kind of stupid.
hmm
That's when my entire opinion of Gary changed. Right then.
facts. You know what's funny too? Because I got into a little thing like that one time, right? My boy was messaging me. He was talking about there was this, it was like an ice asteroid. I can't remember what the name of it was, right? But it was circling and it was like, oh, this thing might hit Earth and all kinds of stuff like that. And then I started doing research about it. I'm like, yo, this is kind of interesting because nobody's talking about this, right? So the Saturday, NASA was doing a whole thing on it and everything following it. He came by, we watching it, and we were like, oh my God, what's going on? And that thing went around and melted before it even got close to the. And I said, yo, bro, don't ever bring this crap to me again. Don't ever bring this stuff to me again, bro. I don't want to hear it. Keep your doomsday stuff to yourself because you almost had me, So I can see where these guys were coming from in this episode, 100%.
100%. Honestly, I can see the same thing. I understood where they're coming from, but especially when you're lonely, something has to fill up the time.
100%. Now, that's one thing that I did like about this episode is, a lot of these guys that are gamers like that are usually like these guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get to some like me that, but a lot of them are just lonely guys, and the video games that they use is what keeps them sane, what keeps them, connecting with people when they go online, right? You see, me, I'm different. When I go online, my mic is off. I don't want to talk to none of these guys. I don't want to hear them because I know there's gonna be some crack caca rah, 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 like the Jamaicans, Danny, that you went through. Yeah, so I don't want to experience none of that. My mic stays off. I don't care. Right? Play the game and leave me alone. That's it. But guys like this, that's what they do, right? They go into these games, they go into the lobby, they make friends, and they actually like think that they are friends, and that's what happened in this. So I did enjoy that.
What if I told you that the idea of him being a mailman is perfect? Because who you had those postal people that go crazy, isolationists, and they go crazy, they come back and they kill everybody. What if I tell you that that's the same thing that happened to Gary? He snapped.
Now that you say it, it makes a little bit more sense, because I think an issue that I had was like, it starts off with Gary being like this nice guy wanting to save everybody, and then boom, it switches up and it's like, oh wait, where did this come from? But now that you think about it, yeah, it could be like,
Him being the
the
postman,
man
that's
going postal.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. And it's obviously the show starts off with Gary, and we see him doing his mailman job, and they show him playing games, and that's when he meets Ennis, and then they start talking about the end of the world and what was going on, and
going down
it was
that
very
rabbit hole.
yeah, 100%. They definitely were going down the rabbit hole with that one. And then he meets the little kid, which is Bean, gives him some food, and we find out that Bean's parents are drug dealers and stuff. I don't know. Bean was just way too quick to leave his parents like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, he probably hadn't eaten in a long time, but I will say, though Bean walked out, he was really scared. He was really afraid of Gary. So as soon as he saw a sane woman, he was like, please come save me from this crazy ass man.
It's funny too, because I think this show has given you signs that Gary wasn't all there. You know what I mean? With the way some of the people were reacting to him. So that was a good one too. What are your thoughts, Danny? Oh, go ahead, Brian.
I was gonna say, even the way that Xavier reacted to him, if he really balanced how he reacted to everybody else, but how he reacted to Gary from the beginning was like, I don't trust this motherfucker nowhere.
100%. 100%. What are your thoughts of this scene, Danny? Yeah, you're muted. You see, this is what happens when you come on the stream and you're talking a lot of crap about the person hosting the stream. Your mic goes out, you can't talk. Yeah, and I still can't hear you, brother.
No one can hear this caca right now. Yeah. All the cacas being held out. It's okay. It's all right.
I think we got you now.
Okay, yeah. Say something, Danny.
I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear us, Danny?
Yeah, that's what it is. He can't hear us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
now we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with y'all. Gary, he ain't playing with a full deck. I don't know how they're gonna reveal it, but I agree with when Brian said that little boy like so the lady, and then I really like how Xavier said, I know you're not telling me something, but you better tell me sooner than later.
Facts.
Right there is fire.
Facts.
So yeah, Gary is very interesting. I get the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde vibe. And I get a theory about what happened with his wife, Xavier's wife.
Oh,
I do too.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. So let's do the theories. What's your theory, Danny?
I think old boy said, I can't have her, nobody else gonna have her. He kind of sold her to them people.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
That's a
Brian,
good
what's
one.
yours?
I think Gary kidnapped her and is holding her hostage somewhere, and he's trying to figure out a way to get Xavier kill him too, so he can have her. And this crazy idea, this crazy home. You can't. If I can't have you, can't have no one can have you. Same thing you said, but that he's actually the one who did it. Because think about it, all those people that were in that bunker are all gone. We didn't see any of the rest of them leave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we saw the gay couple,
but they left a long time ago. Everyone, there's still 5 people in that bunker, 6 people in that bunker. The older people are gone.
Yeah.
I think he killed all of them. And we might even find a grave site where he buried them.
Well, that might be true.
You see, I should have went first because that's exactly what I think, right? I don't think because we get the scene where he's talking to the people in the train, and they're like, "Oh yeah, if you guys want to come, or if you have anybody's skills, just bring them. They can help out." So they obviously didn't take Terry, right? I don't think Terry is even there. I think he has Terry, and he's trying to get Xavier killed.
Yep.
Yeah, but how did he know Xavier was coming? He couldn't have foresaw that.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think
why would he kidnap her and put her somewhere else?
I think the people on the train had more information. That's all I want to say. I think the people on the train had some more information.
I think he kidnapped her because he didn't want her to leave, right? Mm-hmm. He kills Ennis because Ennis is going to go back and tell him about the train, so he didn't want that. So before they're like, "Oh, we're about to leave," he probably pulls out his gun and says, "No, you're not leaving."
And Bean probably went back because Bean saw him kill him, so Bean probably went back and told girl.
Yes. Bean told Terry, and that's when he was like, "Oh no, you guys can't leave." You know what I mean? So yeah, that was
create a problem, and she's being held up somewhere in some silo or something like that. And Xavier. First of all, I'll tell you this: Gary's going to die next episode.
Oh, 100%.
I hope
Xavier's going to kill the hell out of him.
I'm ready for him to get it.
100%. Gary
him and the old crazy girl back at the silo. I'm ready for her to die too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we get to them and they're doing all of their stuff to get prepared. They have a bunch of people that they want to get in, but they bring Bean. He wasn't expected. And then they bump into Terry. And, they pretty much tells Terry that we have some place to go. Were you guys surprised that she went so quick with them?
No, because she knew.
No, she realized. Yeah, she realized if I don't go, I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, but she believed that they actually had a bunker. You know what I mean?
Would it matter? Because if they didn't, she would be dead. She knows more than anyone that he told her, "Hey, this stuff is about to happen. You're literally this thing. A bomb is being dropped on her." Remember in season 1, he told her that when he's on the plane because the president just told him. And he did an EMP, but he didn't think it went off, and he saw the bomb go off. So he thought she was dead, but that makes perfect sense why she thought she was going to die, and she would just take a chance going with these people.
Yeah.
But they science ain't right because they talking about they're gonna stay in there for 21 days. Radiation gonna last more than 21 days. I don't know where they get that from.
Bro. I think it's lethal radiation.
I think lethal radiation gonna last more than 21. I mean, I could be wrong. I ain't no thermonuclear physicist, but it don't sound right to me.
But was it the radiation? I thought what it was is the volcano.
The ash cloud, right?
Yeah, the volcano went off. The ash was going to cover the sun, and it was going to be inhabitable because of all the carbon dioxide from the ash in the air. But then that it was going to eventually erode, and then that it was just cause a winter.
Then the other guy said that's just the first part, the first act. So I'm trying to figure out what's the second act.
Mm-hmm.
That goes to my theory of what's going on with Sinatra.
Interesting. All right, we'll get to that too. So keep that thought too, because I kind of have one too. And again, I don't think it's time travel. Even the videos I watched, I was just like, Link is like they were theories saying that Link slept with Annie and he's the baby, and I'm like, wait, that's his mother. No, they ain't going that. They're not doing that. Like, I don't even get that theory. Like,
That has to be time travel.
this, yeah, exactly. That's where they came with the time travel. But I'm not. No, bro, I'm not like.
There's
So
two
what?
links. It's gonna be the daddy link and the baby link. That's kind of weird.
But the baby's a girl anyway, so
It's a
that
girl,
kills
so that
that
makes
theory anyway.
no sense.
Yeah, that kills that theory anyways, right? So yeah. So we get to Xavier, and he meets up with Gary, and he's trying to find out where his wife is. Gary tells him that these armed men took her and brings him into the house and to explain
Does he look like
everything.
Tank
But
to you guys? Like Tank's older brother? Does he look like Tank's older brother?
Yep.
100%. Hey Tamika, what's up? Sent you the link. It's there in the chat, eh? Same link. Same link from last time. Yeah. So yeah, because the link never changes. So we get to Gary, and then we get a flashback to them going into. We get introduced to all of the people that were in there. Now, Innes doesn't like the fact that um Terry is there. And he made some excuse at the end to where it was like, "Oh, I don't care because or he said I didn't care about you because you're this and you're that." I think it was because he knew that Gary had a thing for her, right? And that's why he really didn't like Terry. He didn't want to ruin his friendship, you know what I mean? Because at one point it's like, "Oh, it's just the two losers again," you know? But
I thought he liked one of the gay girls.
he did.
I thought he
He
made
did.
reference to that at the end.
That's what Enos did. But I think that Gary, he knew that Gary found someone else, and he didn't want anyone else to
To
take
Yeah,
get the
Gary's
friendship.
to
attention.
take Gary away from him, right? Oh, you're in Puerto Rico this weekend. Be back next weekend. Join. Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that.
That's
Have fun.
terrible. How you get to go to Puerto Rico? I want to go to Puerto Rico. That
Puerto
sounds awful.
Rico.
And you in Puerto Rico watching us, I appreciate that 100% because I would not be watching none of these guys when I was in Puerto Rico.
It's 10
Like,
o'clock at night.
oh
She's probably on the beach, sipping Mai Tais and
Yeah.
watching us right
With
now. That's
with a,
yeah,
pina,
yeah.
with a pina colada.
a pina colada, exactly. Bahama Mambas, something like that.
So, what did you think about the episode, though, Tamika? Let us know in the
I
chat
know what
what you
she's
thought
saying.
about the
Thank God I'm out of that cold rump New York. Thank you, Lord.
Actually, Danny, the weather hasn't been that bad. So New York, I
It
seen
ain't
my
Puerto
boy
Rico
Ned. He was
weather.
like,
I don't care. It
well,
ain't Puerto
yeah,
Rico weather.
I can tell you that it's not 100%. We're supposed to have some ice storm tomorrow. So yeah.
We had it today.
Oh, you had it today? Oh
Yep.
God, yeah, we're supposed to get it tomorrow. So now it's funny because at first, and this is what I wanted to say. What up, LDG? How you doing? Thanks for popping in. Because this is what I wanted to say first when we were talking about the disaster, right? They didn't actually know that it was just a volcano because they actually seen the news clip where it says nukes were launched,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So do they actually know that a EMP went off? I don't remember if they
See,
talked about the EMP.
Well,
don't
you
be-
know that all the power went out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Something
I
ain't
that-
right. It's more than a volcano because if it's a volcano, why would they fire nuclear weapons at each other? That makes no sense to me. There's no reason.
So
They went over that in season 1.
yeah, the reason why they shot it is because they knew resources were going to be extremely tight, and they were fighting over who's going to be able to take the rest of the resources over to Earth.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
why was Sinatra so for that? Because she didn't want the president to launch that EMP thing. She wanted him to kill
Yeah,
himself.
she didn't.
I think that and that goes to my last theory of what was going on with Sinatra. I think she wants to purge. I think she's Thanos. I don't think she's Thanos, and she's trying to purge the planet of all the problems that we've caused, and bring the human population down to that 25,000. They come back and they redo the Earth, but respecting the environment and trying to be one with the earth instead of having all these people with all the smog and all this stuff. They just reset everything. I think that's what her entire plan is, and that her plan is to make sure that all the nuclear things go off. She's going to force it to go off and then have the nuclear winter, and then they'll be safe in the bunker, and everyone else outside dies. Wow. It starts all over.
Yeah.
That's Thanos there, buddy, for real.
And you know what? I hope we get a scene of her sitting down watching Infinity War one day. Be like,
you want to see her with a glove on, with a gauntlet on, just do the snap.
So the only problem that I have with that theory, right, is, and especially if this show goes on, physics and science, whatever, if they did what they did and let those nukes go, Earth is like it's inhabitable for millions of years,
and she
right?
was fine.
We're
with
talking
that.
Millions of years.
Well, no, if the nuclear. So you think about Hiroshima. Like you talk about the atomic bomb and all that stuff. It's about it probably would have been somewhere around 20, 25 years.
Yeah, but I think atomic is way different than nuclear.
Yeah, right, and that's one.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
that's
so
because.
Yeah, because I was watching, and this, all those, and I've been watching it for a while. 20 nukes will put ash so thick in this world that it will take almost 1 million years for it to clear up, right? The water will turn to lava and boil, and everything on Earth will die. So I guess the bunker still will be able to sustain, and I guess that's what right. So I guess that's what she was kind of looking for, is like to keep, because, and I say this before, like if they come out of that bunker, the power that she has is gone, right? She's like pretty much controlling everything in the bunker. So they come out of that bunker and she'll still be powerful, but not as powerful as she was in the bunker. You know what I mean? So I think, and Tamika said, I told y'all Terry didn't want it, Raggedy Gary. So we'll get to that in a second, because I still was like, yes, Brian, I can see that.
I had a little bit of problem, with what she said. And though she was cool, I still have a little bit of problem with what she said. I ain't giving you everything.
Poe, this is fire. The show is fire.
Yeah, go ahead. To him, she said, "I'll give you everything, but I ain't giving you that." So
why she gotta give him everything?
And then
I thought she meant effort in friendship. I don't think she. That's what I thought she meant.
Yeah, because when she said everything, I was like, so that's Nookie too?
Wow. No, but she said, "But I'm not giving you that." So I understood
she said, "I can't give you that."
But I feel that you're giving the idea of a relationship without giving. I can't give you my body, but you'll give you my body, but I'm going to give you all the attention and everything. And I thought that was wrong in itself too. And why? Because he saved your life. I understand, because he saved your life, but you don't owe him your life. Yeah, you owe him effort.
I was like, and I get that. I was just like, because you can have Nikki without love or anything like that, right? You know what I mean? So I'm like, when you say everything, what do you mean everything? You know what I mean? 3 years, maybe it's not even love, maybe some licky or something. You know what I mean? Like, so no, I agree with you. The everything word doesn't work in that situation.
Wow.
I would have said, all right, it's cool. This is fine, But
I ain't got nothing to say to that, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. So they decide that they're working and they get everything set up, and they actually were smart, because they brought eggs that they actually grew into chickens. Now, I don't know where they got the eggs from, because if you go to a store and get eggs, you're not turning them eggs into chickens.
No,
they went to a farm. That's what
they went to a farm. Okay, it was a farm. Yeah. I got you.
So one of those places they sell eggs on the corner or whatever. It's not unpasteurized. It's from a farm. So they had those unpasteurized eggs that could turn into a chicken.
Okay, because that's what I thought. Because when he brought it out in the container, that looked like in the the styrofoam, whatever, with the eggs in. I was like, that's what you get at the store. Like, those are, you know what I mean? Like, it better not be store eggs. but they got the eggs. They go in there, then they make. So they had food. You know what I mean? They were able to make chicken and there's one scene where they put the plate of chicken on the table, and I was like, hey man, that chicken looked like it's seasoned up and everything too, right?
Yeah,
So,
seasoning. He went to Sam's Club or a Costco, wherever you guys go. He went there, got some seasoning, salt. He had layers and layers of stuff, man. That was a lot. Gary spent his entire check on everything.
would you guys be able to live in a bunker like that for 3 years?
Yeah. That's good. The alternative is death. Yes.
But they only had to do it for 21 days. In that one room. I think the hardest part would have been that one room for 21 days. After that, being inside, knowing what's outside, you can go outside. You just know you're going to
Yeah, because they do show the scene where they're putting up the antenna and it's wintertime outside. So they did actually were able to go outside. And that's due to there being no radiation because the nukes were in pain, which is a scene that I liked. I liked when they showed everything blowing up and the helicopter went down and it was showing that they did do the EMP at that point. So I thought that was good too, you know. So I thought there was some good stuff in this episode, really, too. We also get to Xavier and the baby, and finally, Xavier gives the baby some food. Right when he gets in there, he's like, "Oh, can you?"
asking for water? Okay, I know you ain't. I'm glad
they
that you're
resilient, but that's more than resilient. That's like I ain't gonna die.
Facts. And that's gotta be the quietest baby because there was no feeding the baby last episode. So I'm like,
you know what's stupid too? Now he in the house with a gun and the baby in front of him.
yeah, that's a good point.
The baby shielding him. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Because if someone pulls out a gun,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
I will say this: he did have milk with him.
Yeah. He did.
So he gave because Gary said he warmed with his milk, so he had some milk with him.
Yeah.
So he probably fed the baby. They just didn't show it. I know.
And he had the diapers, the Pampers.
Because remember they gave him at the other place,
Because they did say that they gave him some it looked like they gave him like a thing of Similac, right? So so we get to it now. Here's another thing too that I liked about this, right? The part where Innes is telling everybody at the beginning, he's like, "Yeah, I'm an engineer," and then we find out he wasn't an engineer.
All of them lied, though. They all lied. The only one who was truthful was the mechanic.
Yeah,
and her and the girl. She said, "I'm a doctor. I study mushrooms." Is that what she said?
Oh, because Terry does.
Yeah.
But the nurse wasn't even a nurse.
Yeah. She wasn't.
Wasn't the girl a doctor?
So Terry was a doctor.
No, one of the lesbian girls was a doctor because she examined the baby.
Yeah, she called her doc, but she said that I'm not even that. I wasn't even a nurse.
Yeah.
She took care of people.
She took care of people, watched them die, made sure that they didn't mess up their medications and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So it was just a regular person. You can have that's not even a CNA.
But again, that's online life, right? Online life is people who lie and act like things that they're not. That's exactly what online life is. So when I seen that part, I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? It's very hard that you're going to go online and find people that are actually sincere about what they do in their life and what they are in their life. You know, everybody tries to make it seem like they're better. Like just go on Facebook. I swear, you would swear everybody on Facebook is having a great life.
Yeah, everyone got a great relationship. I'll be getting mad at my wife, man. You guys be arguing, you'll be kissing every time. I'm like, man, 100%. Am I the only people part of the half the people that the relationships don't work?
100%. So I definitely enjoyed that. I thought they stayed really true to that. You know what I mean? They decide that they're gonna do stuff because of the little boy, and they decide to do a Christmas. But we get back to Xavier and
they
Gary
must open
talking.
them presents and see what was in there because how they know what's in them presents. Like every present they passed out seemed very appropriate to the person that got the present.
That's
good
true.
Point. Yeah,
maybe they opened them up and then rewrapped them.
That's what I'm saying. They must have had to done that because how the little boy know Legos was gonna be in there.
Yeah. You got a good point there, Danny. They probably did do that, right? I said, "Oh, let's open up these gifts." But hey, I did the same thing. I'd
And
open
the,
up
and
this
the
gift. I know what.
T-shirt that said like "Be quiet, I'm coming" or something like that.
Uh-huh.
That was perfect. That was perfect for him.
Facts, 100%. So now he tells Xavier about the train and the people, and we'll just listen to this part real quick because thank you, Disney Plus for actually getting rid of the copyright claims on these shows. So that's good.
We took that the day before she was taken.
Look at him, looking at staring at
12
Terry.
days ago.
Mm-hmm.
12 days. Jesus.
They took her.
Lies.
They took our boy.
Our boy.
I know where they are.
See, he caught that. Our
And
boy.
I tried to rescue them.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't.
It doesn't even make sense. I tried to rescue her. Was
I'm
what,
just a
mother?
mailman.
Said I'm just a mailman. Yeah, exactly. That's his
Look,
excuse.
look at that look. He don't believe a word out that mother mouth. Nothing he said is
Facts.
believable.
Facts. And I didn't believe him either, right? Because and I remember we talked about it last week where he was like my partner, right? And we're like, wait, what do you mean partner? You know what I mean? And like, oh, the most important woman in my life or whatever, and this and that. And then now it's like, oh, it's our boy, right? So you could tell that there was some issues going on in his mind there that I was like,
And we know Xavier knows his wife. He knows Terry. And there's things that he said that didn't match up. That the gay couple, the two
mhm,
girls, they said stuff that made sense for him. Like, oh, that's who
mhm,
she is. I know who she is through and through. The shit you're saying don't make sense. I think Xavier knows exactly who Gary is and exactly what he's about.
100%. And then there also was a scene where he tells them they took everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Xavier finds out that wait, these two weren't taken. You said they took everybody, but we have the two lesbian girls, and they're here in the market. So you lied.
But they're going for almost a year. They haven't seen him in a long time. They left early. Or 6 months. I think it
Yeah.
was 6 months. What they said. They left early. But the fact that there's no trace of anyone else just seems very suspect, and everything about Gary just don't seem right.
Mm-hmm. And Xavier did not want him to touch
Long
this
story.
baby at all.
What's her name?
Annie's baby.
That's her name?
That's what I call it.
Annie's baby. So Annie's
Mhm.
baby has a name, and it's Annie's baby.
That's because it's not his responsibility to name the baby. He wants Link to be able to name the baby.
Yeah. So oh shit. Here's where he says,
Except for me, you got it?
Okay.
The way he did it is just such a black man thing.
I can hold her if you like.
You may know my wife, but I don't know you. No one touches this baby except for me, you got it?
Okay.
He doesn't say anything about be best friends with my wife. He said you might know my wife. That's all he's accepting. You know her. That's all I'm accepting.
yeah, 100%. And he never believed anything that he said. So they do their little Christmas thing, and then we find out that he
Trying to
ends
kiss
up
her.
he makes her a radio so that she can call him, and she's all happy. And then he goes in.
I
That's
might attract attention, but I told him that we need to know what's going on out there, and who knows, maybe we can find a way to send a message to your family.
What is it?
Oh, it's a radio. I built it for you. I built it for you so you can transmit.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah, you're happy.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's going for a little hug, and this dude trying to take it. Man,
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Terry, I'm
No, it's
so sorry.
It's fine.
That was so inappropriate of me.
Gary,
I would never.
Gary, I need you to look at me. I need you to hear me. You saved my life. I will never be able to repay you, but I'm going to spend however much time we have here trying to. And I'm going to give you everything that I've got. But I cannot give you that.
So she shut him down real quick, which was good. Why did this happen? But she shut him down, which was real quick. What were your thoughts, Brian? Because you said you didn't like that, right?
I didn't think she needed. I'm going to give you. I think how it could be misinterpreted. I will give you everything I got. But I won't give you that. To the ideas he's saying, maybe I could change your mind. He's saying, I will be here. I'll be there for everyone. I will give everyone everything I got. But when she says you, she personalized it to make him think that there's a possibility that we are special. That you and I together are special. That's why it's our boy. It's all this stuff because she personalized it for him instead of saying, I'll be here to give everyone here everything I got. But I can't do that for you. You can't do that. That's what she should have said. But when she opened it up to personalize, I'll give you everything I got. That sounds like you have a relationship, even though if it's not physical, still some type of relationship. I don't think that was the best move for her. Not that she did something wrong, not that she did, but how a
How
person
he
like that can
interpreted it.
interpret it.
I'm gonna do just a small pushback because I think how he draw her in because she was like, spit it out, tell me what you gotta say. Then he's like, you've been here, you staring at the phone, you're not helping, and Julio back there don't want you here because you think you know about. So he kind of draw her in by giving her what she wants because she wants straightforwardness, and then he kind of was vulnerable to her. So I think that kind of drew her in for as okay. I think I can trust this. Added to, you like, look, lady, I'm trying to tell you the world is going to end. I have a secure place for you and Bean. Get in the truck. I'm just trying to help you. So I think the way his tone, his delivery, kind of gave her a false sense of security and trust. And now she see that Bean first instinct was right, and probably my gut instinct was right too.
But that's what I'm saying. She had to shut that down now because of that. And I think she tried to in her own way. But she didn't do a great job of making it clear that I'm here for everybody. And I appreciate you the most. But if when you say I'm here for you, I'll give you all I am, that kind of makes it seem like it's a relationship, a reciprocal relationship with it. And that's problematic.
I didn't get that because she pretty much told him, "I can't give you that." He said, "Okay, I can live with that." So it was loud and clear to me. Yeah, we can be friends, partners, but we ain't doing no bumping uglies.
Yeah, because you're sane. Because that dude is not.
Yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't no bumping ugly still, to be honest with you. But hey,
Oh, you better believe them two girls was bumping uglies.
Yeah.
oh, 100%, 100%.
And
You know.
the sleeping bag, whatever it is.
Mhm. So we end up finding out that she's been using this radio for, I think they said 3 years, right? She's been trying
And
to call for
and
three
he
years.
destroyed that radio. He and blame it on
Yeah,
that Hispanic guy.
yeah, 100%. Thank you, Danny. That was a theory that I had. I said he destroyed the radio,
Then why
right?
did Enos?
But
Why did Enos say
Innis,
I apologize? Because he knew
in
that did they do it together?
no, Innis
I
was
think he did.
covering for him
Yeah, I agree.
because he knew
Yep.
how much he cared about the girl and
Yep.
how much she would be mad at him if she found out it was him,
Yep.
right? I really
Mhm.
think Innis was doing that. I think he covered for him on
Yeah.
that one. I
He just
don't.
took the heat because that was his boy.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Because I even think that even the times where he was telling her about Enos not liking her or Enos not wanting, like the scene where he says Enos doesn't want anybody to leave, right? It
Hmm.
was him. It wasn't
Yeah.
Enos. It was
It
him.
didn't seem like it was Enos at all. I
Yeah.
agree because they
It's
didn't say
kind of
it
Yeah.
was
like
no.
a 5 heartbeats. Every night I got to prove my love. And then the brother covered for him. And that's what he was
Mm.
doing. Enos was covering for a boy, but he was the one that's trying to get the nookie. He's the one that's trying to he used Enos. Enos don't want you here, but you gotta do this, do that. Yeah.
and it makes sense as to why Enos didn't like her at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when he says, "Oh, when you leave, you're gonna break his heart," he
Mm-hmm.
knew what was gonna happen, so
Yep.
he knew how how Gary felt about Terry, and he was being the friend and covering up for Terry.
Yep.
Which makes it kind of messed up what he did to Terry at to Ennis at the end, though. You know what I mean? Your boy was covering for you,
Hey,
and
he said too much. He said one word too much, man.
hey, he did.
Don't
He
talk
did.
about my fake wife.
It's just like the penguin, bro.
Oh my god.
It is. Am I lying, Brian?
He's not wrong. He's
Oh
not
my
wrong.
The same thing you
god.
like in this show is the same thing
Uh,
that happened in the penguin. Old boy had his back to the end, saved his butt a couple of times, and guess what happened? I'm just saying.
Oh my lord. I thought we could get through an episode without Penguin. Didn't you mention Penguin last week too? Huh? You see, this is why I'm trolling you when you do a video, Danny, because you know what you're trying to do and you come on
No,
and you
I'm
bring up
not.
Penguin.
I am sincerely telling you, man, you are wrong about the penguin. You need to watch it. I think you will like it.
Mm.
That ain't no trolling. That is straight up from the heart.
If I'm not mistaken, and I'd have to text him and find out, but I think my son ended up watching and said it wasn't that bad either. I think, I'm not sure. I know he said that about the Batman. I was like, bro, you're out of your mind.
I'm trying
You're
to
out of
tell
your
you.
mind. He
he's
said he
right.
said it was
I will
he
tell you
said it was
this.
still trash. He said it was
I
still
like
trash,
I
but
like the penguin better than Batman. I don't think Batman was bad, but I was more invested in the penguin than Batman. I'll gladly say that.
you know what, to be honest with you, like a lot of TV shows, I think, if done right, are usually better than the movies because you can sit with the characters more,
Bro.
you get more
More
development and
detail.
stuff like that. Yeah.
HBO is I'm a Steve Rob Storm for is a gold standard for far as making stuff on TV movies and stuff. They do their research. Their dialogue is pretty good. The script is good. They got good character actors. So to me, they're the
You,
best streaming service out there.
ooh. I
HBO
think
Max. I agree. Most definitely.
there's a lot of shows on there that are good, but I think Apple TV, when it comes to
Better.
the shows, is better.
And HBO Max is about to be done.
Unfortunately, yeah. They're gonna be taken over by Paramount and they're gonna
Paramount's gonna take it over. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Paramount. I hope they don't try to reinvent the wheel. Let
No,
what's
they
work.
said that they're going to have to combine. It's going
Yeah.
to be Paramount.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
saying that I don't care if they change the name. I'm saying I hope they let the infrastructure stay there, the same writers, same directors, same whatever, and let it stay like it is, and don't go in there and try and reinvent the wheel. Is what I'm saying. I mean, but it's your product. You do what you want to do with it, but I
Yeah, I
wouldn't
don't
bro.
think I think they're going to change all of it.
Wow.
well, they don't really have. It's not like you have like, oh, these directors, right? I mean, they have some directors where it's like, oh, we want you to make a movie and stuff like that, all right? But usually a director has an idea for a movie and then they go, or not a director, but a writer or whatever,
No.
and they decide they go to Netflix or they go to one of these streaming services. Hey, I got an idea for a idea, and it's like boom. So it's not like they
I think HBO has a certain standard, so I hope they keep that standard in place. Because once most of the ones I've seen on HBO, if I had to put a percentage to it, 8 out of 10 are good. I don't know if I can say 8 out of 10 of the other streaming services shows are good. Some are hit and misses. Is what I'm
well,
saying.
I think Netflix has the most misses, but I think
They have the most content too.
yeah, that's why, right? But I think Apple's like 8 out of 10 too, to be honest with you.
I don't
Like
know. I mean, besides the studio, I don't think I hate any of this stuff.
that's why I said 8 out of 10, because I'm pretty sure there's something else I may not have watched or I watched and didn't like. But Monarch, Silo, Severance, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
all of these stuff are really, really good.
I know we're
So
getting off character, but topic for me. I might need to ask this. What was that show? I thought it was good, and because I don't know the lore like you and Brian does, it was the Lord of the Rings, but the one that everybody just
oh,
hated it.
Ring of Power. Ring of Power.
Yeah, Ring of Power.
I watched the first season and I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't know the lore. I know some people had issues with the dwarfs being black and all this kind of crazy stuff, but visually it was on point, and the story wasn't all that crazy. I've seen worse storylines, so I don't fully get all the hate. But
You
again,
know
I
what?
don't know the lore.
I think the hate was stop me from watching it, and I didn't. But I seen one episode, and I was like, eh. But I don't know. Did you watch it, Brian?
Nope, not yet.
And I'm a
You know,
Lord
it's
of the
funny.
Rings fan, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I do like Lord of the Rings, but it's
Me
been
too.
so much stuff. It just I don't know.
I'm
It
telling
was
you,
just
man.
something about that show that never really caught me to
Hit
say,
me.
"Oh, I gotta watch this." You know what I mean?
Visually, it was fantastic. I don't know how much money they spent on it, but it looked very expensive per episode.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I seen the episode I seen was the visually was pretty good. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'll probably check it out later on. Maybe one day when I have nothing else to watch, I'll probably check it out. But at that point, I really yeah. So we get back to Xavier, and Xavier is going to make a bomb because he wants to go and save Terry.
Terry. Mhm.
They decide to go to the market, which they go to the market, and oh, wait, what's this part here? Oh, okay, yes, just
They made a running truck that she was going to
yes,
use to go all the way to Colorado using biofuel.
yes. They show that they were very innovative with the stuff that they were able to make over there, and since the world is getting better, we find out that um I don't want to keep calling them the lesbians. What are their names?
I can't remember.
All right, well, the lesbians it is.
She
But we
said her
find
name too. And I just
yeah. They did say their names, and then we find out that they're deciding to leave, and they want to go because they did get married, so they want to go to the swap meet and start up
Mhm.
their own clinic.
They have their own family and their own place.
Yes,
So you got all these eyes watching you when you're trying to go to sleep.
You know, I'd love to.
but how long is it that they
But you know, I
were
can't.
they gone before Xavier got there?
It sounded like 6 months.
Was it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So they decide to leave, and we find out that, Terry is taking the boy and they're going to go and look for Xavier. And he said something that was funny, right? You're like, well, both of them are going to meet up with white kids.
So they're off.
Yep, they are. Whose white baby is that?
Terry will probably
Whose white
be
baby is
leaving
that?
soon, too. I know you still care about her.
No,
He lied to himself.
we're just friends.
Mm-hmm. And then he says,
How about you? You good? No, you always thought you and Crystal get together.
Crystal.
yeah, Crystal
Nah, she'll fall
is
for
one
me
of them.
soon.
So there we go. And Jackie. Crystal and Jackie. There we go. And I'll forget the next time I got to say their
Just
names.
me and you again, P. The two loneliest motherfuckers in the world.
Hold on. I'm glad I stopped on this. Who does the guy with the beard look like to you guys?
I told you they like Tank. What you talking about?
No, not the white guy, the Indian, the black one. I kid you not. I see
you gonna say
Terrence
Donald
when I
Glover?
look at him. No, I see
Terrence.
Terrence
Oh my
when
God.
I look at that guy. I see Terrence, bro.
I think Terrence is a little bit bigger than him, but yeah, I got you.
You hear me, Danny?
What?
When I see Innes, I see Terrence.
I
I was like, I don't
can
know.
see the beard a little bit.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I see Terrence over there, but he does say we are the two loneliest guys, and it's just us two.
Yeah, he did.
And I think that like Innes had the plan, like, whatever, everybody can go, but me and you will chill. You know what I mean? Me and you will make this stuff work, but that wasn't what Gary's plan was, which we'll
I don't want
find
to be
out.
lonely no more. That's not me, man. I'm not this lonely person.
We get to the meet, and Xavier tries to sell his gun, but the guy is like, nope, we haven't had no trouble around here. And
You
now,
look like trouble. What you mean by I look like trouble?
now
I got a
here's one
hoodie
thing
on.
They
that
tell
I
the
wanted
girl,
to.
say, "Hey, give him what he wants."
Is it
Okay.
because I'm black? That's what it is? Because I'm a black man? All right. So
They made him look stupid.
100% they
The
did.
girl said, "Give him what he want." Okay, shut up.
And then we get to the part where Xavier's trying to get the gun from this guy, and he says no. Now, the one question I want to ask you guys, I know you got to borrow, so we'll speed up a little bit. But one thing I want to ask you guys is, do you guys find it weird that everybody is like nice and there's no like groups of people trying to rob everybody and steal everything, like like in the Walking Dead kind of thing?
I
I
got
think,
shades of Walking Dead.
yeah,
A little bit, me too.
I was
Me
like,
too.
I think a lot of them would have died without the help of others, and they had to rely. So everyone who's around had to have others to be able to survive.
I got you.
I agree with that.
I got you. I just find it weird because I feel like more in like a Walking Dead environment that people will want to be like, each fend for themselves, and we ain't looking to help nobody. But you did have communities, but I don't know. I think it's refreshing that they did it that way and not like the Walking Dead. But we get to Innes and Gary, they go looking at the train and they get caught over there. And then she ends up telling him that if anybody wants to come, they can come to it. They're going to Colorado because they want to get to the bunker. Gary ends up leaving. And while they're walking away, now this, I loved the back and forth from Gary and Innes to
Mm-hmm.
Xavier and Gary where they're walking around, and this is where Xavier's telling him, oh, and then he tells Xavier, he's like, yes, I wasn't lying. I was lying to you. Now he says it again. She was my partner and I loved her. Xavier ends up shaking his hand, saying, oh, we're going to go save
But did you
her
know?
together.
But play the way he looks at him when he shakes it. Yeah, right here. Play that because I think this tells you everything about Xavier because he don't believe shit about what Gary said.
Mm-hmm.
All this time, Terry's been trying to find a way there.
Sees and the episode ends like that. So, Danny, what are your thoughts on those final scenes?
The mailman ain't paying with a full debt. That's my yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. And
Brian.
now I'm going to change my theory. I'm kind of he got her somewhere. I don't know where it at, but he got her somewhere. I kind of thought
He had to.
until I knew the people on the train were bad. I thought the people on the train were the bad people.
Mm-hmm.
But now you find out, okay, we're not bad. We're just trying to get this diesel that lasts 12 years. I ain't never heard no kind of stuff like that. And just get them down the track. So yeah.
Fletcher, what is going on, brother? Good to see you. You getting ready for the From, eh? It's coming out. I hope you've seen the trailer. Me and Brian's gonna do a video later and then I'll put it out there. Yeah, so that's gonna be great. He said Biggerford and Brian. He said, could Annie's baby be in fact Link himself? Time travel incoming. That sentence told to Sinatra, you can't buy time, would explain Xavier's connection with Link on their premonition visions. But then that would mean Link.
But how can?
Yeah, but it wasn't. Oh boy, his.
So Link's a girl.
Yeah, because Annie had a girl, right? We got to remember that, right? I know you've seen the theory, I seen it too, but Annie had a girl, so it's impossible for Link to be actually the baby. With that connection they're starting to have now, he's carrying him as a baby, kind of like dark Netflix time travel plot with Charlotte and her mother. So Annie's baby will be sent back in time and eventually become Link himself. Wild theory, I know. I think Bean is one that helped Xavier get to Terry 100%. Did I hear from? Oh, yeah. The trailer is out. We're going to be breaking it down with a video coming up later on that. So let's check it out. Oh, Annie's baby is a girl. My bad. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem that I have with the theory that they have with the time travel. Everyone that said it never realized or said anything that Annie is a girl. But Brian, what are your thoughts on this final scene?
That this proves right here that you see Bean is going to be snatched up. Bean is because of Bean being snatched up. All right, this we're gonna have a problem. That's he can't just do what he wants to do with Terry. Terry's gonna know the truth about him. He's gonna know that he's the one that killed her. She's gonna put all the parts together. That's why he's going to put her and lock her up and Bean up because he wants to do that. So it's pretty obvious what's happening.
Absolutely. And like we said, it's it's I don't know what his plan is. I think he wants Xavier to go after those guys and get killed, right? But he definitely is the one that has Terry locked up. I believe that show, and he's been lying ever since. But
But I
that
do
yeah,
gotta run, guys. So
yeah.
I just want to give this a score. Give me a close up right here. Giving it a B plus.
All
Wow.
right, all right, interesting. Tell the people where they can find you one last time, though.
You're on 1/3 of Spoiler Kings. You'll see me live on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. We will be breaking down Cross on Thursday right here on this channel. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And on Saturday mornings, the rewind. You gotta join us. It's a lot of fun. It's great.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm gonna put you, send you the link after this where we'll do the from video. All right.
Perfect. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Peace.
I guess.
Um,
Later,
take
Brian.
care. And so, with that being said, I think that Link. No, I don't. I don't believe the theory that Link is from the future. I don't know. Are you still on that, Donnie?
It's something, man. I don't understand. If they could make sense of the nosebleed and the like the premonitions, I don't know how that. I don't know. I don't quite know that. I ain't be able to decipher that. But the nosebleed and that little disorientation that makes me
Mhm.
think time travel stuff.
And the part where it looks like Xavier's with him and it's in the future and stuff
Mhm.
like that, it's interesting. I personally just
I
don't.
think, I
Go ahead.
think, I think Link may be Bean if it's time travel.
That would make more sense. That would definitely make more sense. Said Link is mysterious name indeed, like he's important. He's gonna be the link for something important. There's a reason why he's using Link, which is from The Legend of Zelda, which I wanted to go and do some research to see if I can find a connection as to why he's losing that name. But it's very interesting. I can see Bean as Link. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense than anything, to be honest with you. If you want to do the future time travel thing, because it would make sense. Let's say Bean and Terry get to the island because Bean is not his real name, right? Link is not his real name. So we don't know either one of their real names. So I could definitely see that. Said, hey, fella, just want to say what's up. I'm about to watch episode 5 now. Hope you enjoy it, brother. We're about to get out of here anyways. I'm going to get Danny's grade on the video, on the show to see what he's liking. And
I'm gonna, I'm gonna get a B, like Brian did.
okay.
B, B plus. It wasn't the best one, but I didn't hate it. And like I said in my opening statement, they're doing a lot of world building, and I didn't expect for them to be this extensive, this
Hmm.
deep into it. But I can see it.
I like the world building that they're doing too. Fletcher said, I always thought Bean was a made up name. So yeah, he could end up being Link. It's definitely a made up name. Hey, Fletcher, man, Friday nights we're doing the watch party for season 3 of From, right? So we're going back and watching them. We're already on episode 5, man. So check us out Friday night, man. 10 EST. Me, Brian, and Tank, where we're watching From because we're getting ready for the season. So make sure to check that out. I'm gonna give this episode. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a B plus. Right. I was thinking more or less B, but then there were some issues that I had. But then when we talked about it, it kind of made sense. Right. The mailman going postal and changing at the end. So I definitely think that's some good stuff in there. So I'm gonna give it a B plus. I do enjoy this episode. Um, I think the show is fire, and I can't wait to see the next one. So make sure to check us out because we will be back next week with another episode. We got 3 more episodes left, guys, and I think. Oh, I wanted to talk to you real quick before we go, Danny, because I know you had an issue with not seeing the bunker. You want to explain that a little bit?
What a bunker.
What's going on in the bunker with Sinatra?
Yeah, I don't. Okay, they left us on a cliffhanger. Then they opened in the season. Kind of, we said it's the episodes out of sequence. Then we see the president who is crazy. He gets killed by old girl because I guess he needed a breath mint. And then nothing. All we see is Sinatra and like her maid. So Sinatra got people playing it all over. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if oh boy, the mailman is secretly working for Sinatra. I would not be surprised because she got her plants all over the inside and out. So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be a bit surprised. So, because I think if you're that detailed and think about all contingencies and able to build this big bunker in Colorado and did all this kind of stuff, I think that you done sit down and plan every contingency and you got stuff in place. You got contingencies for contingencies for contingencies. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't be a bit surprised if the mailman has been communicating with Sinatra, because how I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. But I
Well,
want
he
to see.
did.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was gonna say he did have a radio at one point,
Yep.
right? So,
Yep.
hmm,
So Sinatra got she recorded old girl
the
talking on the
message.
radio.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So I think maybe when she was sleeping, that maybe he had a conversation with Sinatra and said, "Hey, you need to do this, this, and this." Her husband Xavier, he's coming because he didn't seem too surprised. So
You're right.
I think that maybe Sinatra might have talked to him and was warning her, "Hey, look, how? Because they didn't give us a time frame when he destroyed that radio. But knowing him, he probably got something else built because he said, I built this for you. So I'm pretty sure he built more than one or two. We don't even know about it.
That's good. I like that, Danny. That makes a lot of sense to me. I like that. Um, because like you said, Terry could have been sleeping one night. Sinatra reach out, hello, hello, is anybody there?
Mm-hmm.
And Gary's the only one up to answer it and has a conversation with it. That would be interesting. That
Yep.
would be very, very interesting. But I do agree with you that we get 3 episodes and we don't find out anything that happened in the bunker. It's like we just completely moved away from that to tell this side of the story, which I find. But I think we need to get back to see what's going on in the bunker with Sinatra and the
I
president
hope,
dying and Natalie and all of that stuff, right?
unless they're doing something we don't foresee, this right here is a prime example why you're going to have more than 8 episodes. It's not enough
Agreed.
to flush out all of the storylines accurately because something's going to get rushed. Maybe this storyline is going to get rushed. Maybe the other one, like I said in the last video, I didn't like the fact that they killed old girl. You gave us
Hmm.
3 episodes, and for me, I can't speak for anybody else. I was emotionally attached, and I was cheering for her, and boom, they kill her off. And now if they kill off Terry, then I don't know. I'll be like, I, I don't know.
No, you're right. It makes I agree with you. You get attached to something and then you see what's going on and then they just ignore it for 3 episodes. So hopefully they will get back to that. But like I said, I gave it a B plus. I think it's good and I hope next episode is going to be I think next episode is probably going to be focused around what's going on in the bunker, and then the last 2 episodes are going to tie everything together. I have a feeling they're going to do something like that. Tell the people where they can find you one last time, Danny.
You can find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom, on Mondays and Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first 3 Mondays of the month, you can find me along with Anzo and Chris Knight. We'll be doing the chaotic conversation, chaos list, the rule of three. You can find me on Wednesdays on the Hangout. You can find me on Sundays on Storms Live, and also as long as these shows are running on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll be doing this show, of course. And on Thursday, we'll be doing Cross. So I'm
Absolutely.
ready for Thursday. I got the Cross coming tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully, I think it's on
Uh,
tomorrow.
tomorrow,
But
Wednesday.
I
Yeah,
watched
tomorrow.
this episode at work, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I watched this one at 12 last night. But I think Cross comes on a little bit later because it's usually when I wake up in the morning I see it. So, I watch it usually while I'm at work. But thank you everybody for popping in. Much appreciated. Like Danny said, make sure to check us out on everything else we do. Tomorrow night will be the OOC. Thursday will be Cross, and then Friday we'll be watching 2 more episodes of From until April 19th when the series starts. So check us out. Thank you, everybody. Peace, love, and hair grease, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.